What up? What up? What up? Thank you for tuning back in to Listen to Pleasure. I'm your host, the one, the only Rob G. We thank y'all for always tuning in. Like we said this time, please like, subscribe, share our stuff. My bad, the screen clicked out on me. Please like, click, subscribe, share all that good stuff with our viewers, friends, everybody. Today is the episode what y'all asked for. We know we got our open talk. Y'all been covering one of y'all favorite little things. Everybody said they want the open talk. We doing open talk. So we post a link for you to call in, to come on screen, share your opinions, do whatever you got to do. Without further ado, y'all always know around this time, I'm gonna introduce my co-host. Y'all say what up to my man Mike V. What it do?
What up? What up? What up? What up? You
What's
heard it.
going on, brother?
Like, share, subscribe, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. We shouldn't even have to keep saying this. I mean, I guess we should because it's routine. But man,
Yeah,
some of y'all been with us since the beginning. Stop playing with us. Stop playing with us.
it's
What up, bro? How you?
cooling, man, chilling, man.
Open talk.
Uh,
Open talk.
little time off, man. The weather be killing us. We can't get the practice in.
Man, listen.
Officially, we're supposed to.
Yeah, I can go for that. It's it's hot. It's hot. But
I go for that, man.
but
What you been had going on in your world lately, man?
Man, I'm chilling, man. We went to the detention today, talked to the youngins. Like the Tuesday group is really like a special group to me because that's the ones that's 18. Some of them ain't got time to go upstate. Some of them fighting real cases. Some of them,
Mm,
some of them planning on coming home. And it's like trying to prepare them and give them the options of stuff to do outside of the streets. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
like the Tuesday group, that's a special group to me.
I go for that, man. How they so what they be doing? Like they y'all got any activities y'all be setting up for them sometimes or whatever?
I mean, like in the detention, like it's stuff we working on, and I don't want to get too deep because a lot of
Okay,
times, like at the beginning, in the beginning stages, they talk, but stuff don't pan out. But we be working on everything from trying to put a studio in the detention center to give them some incentive to uh just getting them some extra rec time, like if they do well during the course of the week on the day that we come there, we kind of instead of sitting in the pod and talk to them, each
mm-hmm.
little pod got a little outside rec they can sit out at. We sit outside and try to get some fresh air, some extra fresh air for them. So yeah, man.
Hey, Alan, I seen that, man. I seen the temperature drop, but when I was it was about 6 o'clock when I looked. That joint still said 106, 107. I just don't be. I don't. It'd be different areas. Like I was out Hampton, so I don't know what it was like in but the app was telling me it was 106, 107. Just be hard, man. The day you decide to do it, you never know what it'd be like. Plus, some of the parents is already complaining. Oh, it's past what the heat allow us to do, and so man, try to play it safe.
Yeah, man, and with the like I mean in the last probably 15 years, cause I don't remember it when we was playing, to be honest, and I ain't trying to be funny. I ain't making it
Yeah.
like we no tougher than these kids or none of that shit. But I don't remember when we was kids like people dying at football practice from heat exhaustion and shit like that. But over
Hmm.
the course of the last 15 years, it's really something. Like
Yeah.
it's like you know what I'm saying? And because of that, I don't know if you can't play with it. You can't. It's almost like concussions. Like I don't. I mean, you remember people getting concussions when we was playing? Cause, cause I really don't. Like I ain't saying that I don't think people had concussions. I just don't remember them.
It wasn't as
Like
big, but they ain't. check into a lot of stuff back them days. Neither was,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, I
all
get it. I
right, man. Take a knee, take it, shake it off. You'll be all right. You
yeah,
know,
man, take a knee, goddamn it,
yeah, get your
man. My
mind right.
goddamn, my
But I'm quite sure.
collarbone.
I'm quite sure concussion rate had to be crazy when we played. Just think
Facts.
back, motherfuckers. I mean, excuse me, but people was wearing water helmets and shit like that, bro.
No facts, facts,
No, no
facts.
type of support cushion,
Right,
none of that. Like
facts.
you was the man if you got a water helmet back then. You could take the top out and go freeze. Like who came up with that idea?
Oh yeah, yeah, I can go for that. What the hell,
Yeah,
my
so
bottle?
one of them
And
joints.
the safety still always number one. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
safety
yeah.
number one. You can't not be. What's going on, man? I'm listening to you.
No, you good, man. I was looking at some messages. What up? What up? What up? Okay, pops got a question early. Ah man, I ain't get to
Okay.
set my joint. I need to go. I need to go do that too.
Okay. What we
Um, I'm about to get to his question right now. My bad. I was responding to somebody text me. Maturity. Uh oh, he coming straight out with it. All right, here we go. We got a question off top. He said maturity. I like to know something about maturity. When is a person mature, or at what age is a person mature? I'm gonna say this quick thing before I go to tune up on something else real quick. Uh, there's no age. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. Because you could be 70 and still immature as whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just say it like that. There ain't no age. Somebody at 20 could be more mature than somebody at 50. So it's all about you, your mindset, your thinking process, and all that stuff. From my opinion, I'm gonna let Mike get into that while I open up some other stuff real quick.
uh so yeah, I'm a piggyback that with saying like I don't know if it's necessarily an age. As I was younger or as I grew, one of the things in my younger days I used to say is like you don't have to grow up, you have to mature. Like you'll hear people say, man,
Mm-hmm.
why you this old still playing video games? Because I've been playing video games all my life, right? But I'm mature enough to
Yeah.
pay my bills and take care of business when business need to be handled and do the things that adults do to be able to call themselves an adult. I don't know if it's
Mm-hmm.
necessarily I don't know if it's necessarily an age, but it's more a mindset. And it's pretty much when you uh because of who asked the question, I'm gonna answer it. The last part was some biblical stuff. Like it's when you put away the childish ways and start moving like a man or a woman. You know what I mean? Like it's when
Mm-hmm.
you put away your childish ways, not your I don't know if it's your childish things, cause like some of the stuff from your childhood is still fun, man. Like it's hard for me to give up football. I know it's a young man's game, but man, football is still fun for me. But that don't mean I football come before doing grown up stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know if it's really an age to that.
I could go for that. Um, my bad. I'm changing up something real quick on these things. Somebody popped to get on. I'm coming right back in 1 second. See if
Uh-oh.
they ready before we let them on. I went out. My bad. So if I'm looking all crazy on the screen, y'all had to. It was another open thing playing in the background and the whole nine. So let me get back to the studio.
Uh-oh.
Boom, boom,
Hey
boom.
my wife.
Okay.
Hey my wife. Hey my
Yeah.
wife.
So let me get to the comments too. I forgot that. Let me scroll up. So y'all know, like we say, nah, Q. I sent you a inbox and I sent you a text to your phone. Um. Oh yeah, let me go. Dang, I'm skipping all over. Hey, she said, hey y'all, I'm about to bring. We got one of our call-ins on coming in, so I'm gonna bring them in.
Uh-oh.
Hey, listen, we want y'all to call in on this show. Like, I put the link out. We want you to call in, say something you got to say, show some love, get back off. If you just want to say hey, whatever. Okay,
Yeah,
y'all.
man.
You want me to forget, but I'm gonna get the last
Say
15
what that.
minutes, and then after that, I'm going live. Yeah, let me know when you going. I should be. I ain't got nothing going on. I take it off. I think, but if I do, I'm gonna turn it on my phone if I'm doing lift or whatever. Okay, my dad coming with the questions back to back. Let's see what he got. Question: So is being an adult, or can I still play game? So is being an adult?
Man, don't
Man,
act like you don't pick. Don't act like you don't pick up no cards and play solitary or something, man. Like
yeah, why can't you play games? They ain't got nothing to do with being an adult.
yeah, like being an adult is doing because like I'm telling you, as I get myself
Let me
together
check. Let me check the.
completely financially, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm going paintballing. Like most of the stuff I want to do is kid stuff. Like
Yeah,
I don't want to like I ain't knocking nobody who like travel and stuff like that, but you know anybody who know me, I ain't never been a travel person. Like most of the traveling I did, somebody was paying me to do it. Like I ain't really a travel person. Like the stuff that I enjoy is a lot of kid stuff. Like man,
my
I can go paintballing for 8 hours. Like I like do
my
like
bad.
man,
My bad, Q. I sent it to your number as a scheduled text. So I gotta look at the time again. I see it say scheduled. So if it ain't drop, I see some of them drop now. So what time is it? Normally when I do it, I give us about 10, 15 minutes beyond. So to give people a chance to come in. So it should be coming now. I see the scheduled text for those that hit me and say they wanted to be on. Y'all welcome Jess to the stage. Welcome Jess to the stage.
what up, what up, what
Whoa,
up?
What's
whoa, whoa,
going
whoa,
on?
whoa. What's up, y'all?
How you?
I'm good. I'm good. About to head out, work for the man.
I, it's part of the plan.
So we ain't on yet. You not on yet?
Oh no, we live and cooking.
Uh,
We're cooking with fish grease.
I'm gonna turn my camera off for a sec.
Did I did I miss something? Can I hear anybody? Can anybody hear me? Cause
Yeah.
I can't. Oh, all right. Cause I can't hear nobody. Oh, all right. We good. While we got a second. Yesterday made 6 years since I lost my pop. Shout out to my pop, coolest dude and my hero. Have a drink for my dude.
All right.
Uh oh. What's the question you got? I can't see that question. Is that the question you already asked? Is Rob? Is you talking? Cause I can't hear no. I can't hear you.
My bad. You can hear me, man.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Yep.
some the whole internet in the building went out. Soon I ain't even know if Jess was on or not. My
Yep.
bad, y'all. Yeah, that Jones said click clink.
Yeah, I ain't. I thought we went radio silent right quick.
Yeah, I say, dang, I was looking for the. It's crazy. I just had the phone, but I had put it down on the thing. Um, yeah, like I said, man, we want y'all to tune in, call in, drop some whatever. Let me get these comments. What up? What's going on, Aunt? Cure. Oh
Whatever.
yeah, send it to the wrong. Don't laugh at me, man. You know I'm crazy. All right, so let's get into some of the stuff, man. People want to talk about. Let's go into one, man. Well, let's go into the flood situation in Texas. I don't know much about it. I just seen a little bit of it at my mom's house. Um, so in the comments or whatever, y'all drop that link down there. I mean say link. Y'all drop down there what y'all know what's going on. Mike, just y'all tell me what y'all know about it.
Um, I don't know much. Like I don't do like as we do this, I get more into following the news. But like the news a sad place to go for real. Like it's always a bunch of sad
Mm-hmm.
shit
Yep,
before
yeah.
anything happens. And so it's hard to watch. But I do know, like, if you got any type of compassion, them niggas need prayer. Them people, my bad, them people need prayer. Um, if you can or are willing to donate time, energy, effort, money to their recovery, they gonna need it. Um, and that I've always had a major respect for Mother Nature because of situations like this. like,
Mm-hmm.
like Mother Nature ain't never been nothing to play with to me because you never know when some rain or some winds turn into casualties. So my prayers and thoughts go out to them people. Speedy recovery. And they got a journey. There's people who went through Katrina that's still trying to rebuild. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's a long journey with something like this, and I just feel like super compassion for them people.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know much about it either. I literally just saw it on the news myself. Oh, hold on. Oh, a radio want to play at the same time. Hold on.
That's crazy. We ain't heard it though.
What is happening? Hold on. It's just so loud. Wait a minute. Now where y'all go? Hold on. Now
We still here. We can hear you.
I'm trying to find you though. I can't see y'all.
Yeah, ain't you in the
You
chat,
go
baby?
there.
I see you.
All right. Yeah, but I was saying I don't know much about it either. I just seen all the damage and I was like, whoa, I was just trying to figure out if I knew anybody that lived there because, that was like, it almost looked worse than Katrina. It almost
Mm-hmm.
looked worse than Katrina. Like, I'm like, where did the water come from? I'm asking all types of questions because I don't look at the news much myself. I mean, like he was saying, I personally do not like waking up to see a whole bunch of tragic stuff. I don't even want that to be the first thought on my mind early in the morning. But yeah, my thoughts and prayers does definitely go out to the people in Texas. Because I mean, I don't. That's yeah, that's crazy. It's just crazy, beyond crazy.
Yeah. So what they okay, they said the alert system was non-existent in some areas of the flood. A lot of camp kids passed away. Yeah, I seen that. Oh, we got another thing. Ain't my bad. We got another call on the line. We'll bring in 1 second. Yeah, I seen that. They say like they show. That's what I did see. They showed around the river line how many camps was there and how many kids. I think they say 100 and something dead, over 150 or 60 something missing. So I did see that part. Um,
That's horrible.
yeah.
Horrible.
So
I always thought about how here,
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And I was saying I always thought about like how we have like that storms here, how we surrounded by water. You know what I'm saying? But we constantly kind of like be blessed, you know, to make it
Listen,
through.
listen. If my wife watching, she can agree to this. The reason I won't leave VA is like we don't get no extremes. Like
Exactly.
Exactly.
like we don't get no
Exactly.
extremes.
That's exactly why I want to stay here too, kind of
Like
like,
it's
yeah,
like when you look at like like if you look at what Isabel did to us, it seemed bad for here. But when you look at what other storms do around the country, we be like, man, we lucky as hell. Whether it's snow, whether it's rain, whether it's heat, whether it's cold, we never get the extreme. And that's a big
right.
thing to me. Like that's a big thing to me. Because
That
again,
means a lot, a
like
whole lot.
like
Shoot.
I'm willing to fight a lot of things. I know it ain't no wins with Mother Nature. Like I'm terrified of Mother Nature. So
Mm-hmm.
like like living in Hawaii where just randomly parts of the islands fall off. Like I don't want to go there. Like that's crazy to me. Like
Yeah. Kira
Virginia
said
is a
it's coming. with the sea level rising.
Um. Okay. I can go for that too. I can go for that too. It still won't be as bad as it'll be in Tennessee though, probably, or Florida. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I
man,
don't
I'm
know, man. It's I don't know. I think this area will be devastated. I don't know, man. It's too much water, a lot of water. We surrounded by it. And I just think any little disaster we have be rough. She said you would say why? Yeah. So, um, oh dang, my bad. Listen, man. I just keep looking down at the screen. So that y'all welcome to the stage. Let me see what name he got on here. Get his phrase right. Y'all welcome my pops to the stage. Well, welcome JoJo. Or what he got on here? Joseph. Y'all welcome Joseph to the stage. Y'all welcome my pops
what's
to the
up, Big
stage.
Joe?
Y'all
Jojo.
welcome what he got on here? Joseph. Y'all welcome Joseph to the stage. What's up, Big? JoJo, I mute you real quick. You got it. Your TV. I muted you real quick. Your TV echoing back or whatever you looking on your computer is echoing back real loud. I don't know what it was. Let me try to unmute it to give you a chance to see what's going on. Real loud. Yeah, and it's delayed because I'm hearing myself when I just unmuted it from what you said. They're saying welcome, welcome though. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna keep on muting every now and then and see if I get a chance. Um, Let me see. What you
So
got
let me
there?
know how you doing now.
You still got an echo. I don't hear myself, but
So let me know how you doing
nah,
now.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's no, yes it is. It's
Okay,
still
well,
feet.
let me go back out then because this is my telephone.
All right,
I'm gonna sign off. I'm going to a tablet.
all right. Yeah. So, yeah, my dad, he ain't electronic savvy like me, but he swear he got all the.
Yeah.
He swear he got all the technology sensitive. You can't even just do one video call. He got a tablet, TV. He got everything.
Man, you gotta see my brother. That man got a mini TV. Like that man tablet might as well be a TV. Like how you holding a TV in your hand. Like that is crazy to me.
Oh Lord, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We getting the calls in tonight. This is the episode I need.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna give him a minute to make sure he's ready. Why he in the background? Let's go with I'm gonna bring him on before we do this because I don't know if he got something to say. Y'all welcome to the stage. You ready to come on, brother? I can see you. You can't see me. Give me a thumbs up if you ready. All right, boom. Y'all welcome to the stage, my main man. Y'all welcome Ant to the stage. What's happening, brother? What's happening?
Hey, what's up, Aunt?
What's happening, y'all?
What
Man,
up? What up? What up?
chilling, man.
Welcome. Welcome.
So, boom. I want to talk about this puffy jump for a little bit. Let me take this head off, man.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, man. So, and I ain't follow the trial. So if I'm wrong, please correct me at any due time. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say something before you get into it?
Yeah,
Since you said that.
yeah.
I ain't follow the trial either. Cause I don't give a fuck about them people, fuck them people. Right? Like, but y'all talk about it so much, we have to talk about it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
y'all make it seem like these people be so important in y'all regular ass worlds, but so we have to talk about them. But I won't gonna follow that nigga trial. Like, I, I got friends. I ain't going to their trial. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
being honest.
Okay, we
What
got
I'm
another. We got another call on. We got another. We got another call on, y'all. Hold on, we might got one or two. I just heard another beat. We got
uh-oh.
another. Okay, we come. Okay, oh, there she go. So y'all boom, bring them in order. So y'all welcome to the stage.
It's them.
Y'all welcome Scrap. Y'all welcome Scrap to the stage. What's going on, Scrap?
What's up? What's up?
Crap.
What's going on?
What's up
Y'all
with you?
welcome to the stage next. Y'all welcome Cure. Y'all welcome Cure to the stage.
Well,
What's going
shit.
on?
Welcome. Welcome.
Hey, everybody.
What's
What's up,
going on?
y'all?
All right, so about this Puffy joint, man. Like I said, I don't follow, I don't know what, but man, where do I start? Man, so much. Um, to me, I just felt from the beginning, from when the charges, what they were saying, he was being charged with, what he was going to court with, all the testimony in the beginning. See, everybody was stuck on the Cassidy, what is when he beat her up at the hotel video or whatever, which he guilty for that and everything. But far as I know, he won't go into court for that. You know what I'm saying? From what I seen, so everybody want to say he guilty because of that. No, people, that's like if you know somebody shot somebody and they go into court for a speeding ticket, he ain't gonna get found guilty for the shooting on the speeding trial. Pay attention to what he going to court for. You know what I'm saying? I mean, right. I don't know. I ain't the smartest man, but and then everybody saying, listen, I just say this too before I dig into it. Careful what you ask for. You want him to be guilty of the sex trafficking things because they say he didn't use y'all words, because he brung somebody in, paid for them to come out and involve in sexual activities. Well, ain't that the same when y'all say the guys flued you out and you went there and you did sexual activities?
Flued.
Yeah, you got flued out. So now you involved in the sexual enterprise. You know what I'm saying? So be careful what you ask for. That's what y'all, I mean, it's so much to dig into that people crazy. And I remember when it first came up, Mike, you said this, man, listen, they're going to make him guilty in the public opinion before they do anything else. So that'll be the guilty he going to wear forever by exposing all this. But so what y'all think about the Puffy jump for? I don't know. It's so much, man.
Okay, so the first thing I want to say is it is 12 things that have come into Black people vocabulary since 2020 that we need to get rid of, and flued is one of them motherfuckers.
Let me write these things down.
Being flued out of town. Yeah. Your English teacher turning over her goddamn grade. That's first.
And me too.
That's first. All right. So like
flued.
Like they keep saying in America, right? Like you guilty. I mean, you innocent until you proven guilty. But honestly, in America, once you charge, you are guilty and you got to prove yourself innocent. Like I watch enough ID channel to know all you got to do is have one mix up in your goddamn story for them people to be on your ass. And when you add the media and now social media to that shit, like people put out the information they want you to know so they can create a narrative, period. Like I ain't saying that's what they did to Puffy, but in every major case, that's what they do. It don't matter whether it's Jody, that lady with her kid, or OJ, or Puffy, or Suge Knight. Like it
or
is
not the what's the guy that was going to court before him jumped just like this? Is it Weinstein or whatever? Or the one that say Trump in the file?
Epstein.
Epstein. Yeah. See, they didn't do none of that.
I was about to get to them. People live in a different tax bracket than we do, so we don't even understand the world they live in enough to say like these laws apply to them, because we know they don't. Like you can pay enough money for your high-speed chase to turn into just failure to stop. You feel what I'm saying?
If we could interject, because with the Epstein case, what was interesting is that they took these children in a submarine, not flued, in a submarine. These, you remember Under the Sea with what was the cartoon, whatever was under? They was under, yes, a submarine, nigga. What? We ain't getting no submarines and trafficking nobody under the water.
Yeah, how you
crazy?
How you get away? How you escape that?
We flew them. We flew ours out, but they under the water.
Yes.
And what was interesting is that maritime law is different. And you would have thought that Admiralty would have been the jurisdiction, one of the jurisdictions that they had brought charges amongst them on, but they didn't. And they should have. I probably just got all the way outside of some other stuff.
But
I muted my mic. I'll eat this apple.
It's a RICO.
Well,
He got a RICO charge, and I don't hear
But
nothing
it should have
about
been. It should have been admiralty too,
because his
because
RICO
anytime you
charge
touch
don't
that
make sense.
water, anytime you touch that water, you're
oh, but
invoking another
Epstein
jurisdiction.
got. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how it's a RICO charge. Puffy ain't fuck RICO. All right, let me say, but look,
Yeah, I go for that too.
I just
Well,
died.
maybe,
I just
maybe
cannot.
they
It
with all that baby oil, it might have been a Rico or two in that motherfucker.
it was several Ricos in there.
yeah, all that baby oil got his ass flipping out this case. That's what was going on.
Hey, listen, man. I just think, and then just on my thing too, like, bro, it should just be a huge conflict of interest, right? Shorty been paid off at least once, we know, for a settlement. So how's she coming to trial as a character witness, right?
So listen, what he could have done, what he can do, and what I would do if I was him is I would sue her for breach of contract. And so people would be like, well, the feds compelled her to testify. And yes, they did. However, when you have a contract, you chose to breach that contract by talking when the agreement was that you wouldn't. Because see, she still had the choice to not talk. They can't make you talk. You'll get whatever you're gonna get, but the contract still stood. And so he need to go get his money back.
Hey, listen, I was gonna get to that. And then for everything, let me make sure I'm muting my mic because I'm eating this apple. For everything y'all want him to be guilty of, that same thing apply to her. Because it's plenty now, not what you feel and what you think. We going on the facts that were presented in court. Because it's all on what you present in court. There's plenty text messages where he told her, "Nah, I ain't with the freak off, I ain't doing it. You do it, you set it up, that's your thing. You bring the people in, you fly the people, you go get what you want." So if he guilty and going to jail, she got to go to jail too, right?
And
According to what y'all
Not if
think.
she got immunity.
He got to be free first. To do that, he can't do that in jail.
Not unless she got immunity for her testimony, so she don't go to jail.
Well, yeah, but see, there you go. Thanks. It's something I ain't know. I ain't know that. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Tell it all then when you got immunity shit. What you want to know?
Why not?
One thing about Puffy though, hey, one thing we can say about Puffy is he ain't go up there and be like Nino Brown and take everybody down with his ass. He ain't said shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
they didn't want anybody else.
That man he could say, hey.
We'll see.
Now what about let me say this real quick. What about this? Because didn't right before all this happened, he just won that lawsuit with the Ciroc people they were saying, and he's supposed to be getting some money from where they purposely sabotaged his brand and was putting it in, doing different things. And he was supposed to be getting some big money from them. So I wonder, what all this do that got something to do with that? Just things that make you go,
Like
got this shit come out today tomorrow. He masturbating with Biggie shirts on. Go ahead, Mike.
Terrible. They are terrible.
Yeah, I'm cool. And one of the things from the beginning, like for me, like we was talking about, Rob, I look at criminal aspects of everything I see, right? Especially on TV. And as a ex-criminal, when he allowed himself to be arrested, I kind of knew he was gonna get off on this shit. Like, there's no way you got that type of money, you outside the country. I'm pretty sure you got money ducked off all over the fucking world. And you allow these people, knowing you facing life in prison, you just let them people, you came back knowing they was going to arrest you soon. Man, come on, man. Who y'all trying to fool? I just got off your bus, not the boat.
Hey, you see what Russell doing? Where Russell at, man?
Russell Simmons say, I'm guilty, bitch. I ain't never coming back.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. It definitely is.
Hey, yo, tell your brother don't do that no more. That man really put my whole government name on.
Yeah, he crazy.
That man crazy as hell.
Y'all welcome to the stage. We got another call that came home. Want to jump on? Let me see what we got. Y'all welcome to the stage, Mika. Welcome.
What's
What's
up, babe?
going on, cuz? Hey, cuz.
I can't call. I can't call. I just wanted to say hi to everybody. Hey, Scrap.
What's up?
Who I see? Hey, Mike. Who I
Me.
got? Is that Jessica?
Yes, it is. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jess. Hey, Jess. I see people, but I don't know who you are. The face is little, but I see my nigga Scrap Dooley.
Cuz, how you been, cuz?
Man, I can't call it. I'm good. I'm good. I'm dealing with some nerve pain now. I gotta go to get my MRI. I think I got a pinched nerve in my back on the what is it, S5, some stupid shit like that. I don't know. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Can barely walk. You know, if it ain't one thing, it's another. But God got me. I ain't studying this shit. It is what it is.
That's
Life be
right.
life, and I'm just life.
I know how that nerve pain is. I got me a massage today for the first time in shit. I don't know. I don't even know if it's since the accident, but I got a massage.
I,
Boy,
I
I
bet
feel
it.
like,
I bet it won't better than my massage.
but
I
it was
bet it
They
good
won't.
want
though.
better than Puffy massage right now.
Yeah, right. Puffy got the special oil.
Uh,
He got Big Earl with some oil in that. I've been around the oil. I've been around. Man,
Listen, so
look.
now when you
Another
listen to
funny
Puff, that
thing is
but
what people forget about what Puffy is. He's been prepared. He was smart enough to know that sooner or later that he's going to be on this type of time. So he was
mm-hmm,
preparing himself for these having backup situations, making sure that he keep texts and stuff like that. He knew that was going on. He knew it was going to happen.
to a degree, somebody driving with a Hellcat. Somebody
got this goddamn motorcycle.
that thing loud.
Baby.
Somebody in somebody Langley Speedway. Yeah, that might. Let me see. Let me see. I can tell who it is.
It's not
Let
me.
me see. Oh no, you might be right. That's Mika. That's your background, Mika.
It's not me.
What the light?
No, no. You can hear like the some cars or whatever.
Oh
But
yeah, I'm at that. You know what I'm saying? Got to get the clothes clean. My
oh
blanket
yeah,
smell like light, so I had definitely had to wash that.
oh yeah, I can dig it. Go ahead,
But look,
Mike. You had something you want
I
to talk
just
about?
wanted, I just wanted to jump on for a second, say hi. I'm gonna catch
I
you. I'm gonna
appreciate.
catch you, big baby.
I
We
appreciate
we
you. Love you,
appreciate
cuz.
you. We
No, you
That's
appreciate
all
too.
I want. That's all y'all got to do right there. That's all we looking for. A little love, call in. I appreciate you, cuz.
I'm going to
All
holler
right,
at
babe.
y'all too,
Love you.
man.
Love
Peace
all
out,
All
y'all.
right,
everybody.
Scrap.
yeah,
Peace,
Appreciate you,
yeah.
right.
Scrap.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Appreciate you for popping in, superstar.
Damn.
Man, that man famous, man. That man famous. You know, I love my hood. God damn it, that man famous. Shit me. That man was on Showtime, won't he?
Don't start me the line. He be doing
I,
this thing.
I think that man was on Showtime one time.
Go ahead. You had something you was about to talk about. Why I fan this little thing.
Oh, I was just saying about to say about the Puffy thing, the thing that's the most out of all that shit for me. And like if you know me and done talk to me, you know I ain't just saying this for the camera. The most discouraging part of this shit is how we got black people in the chokehold. Like it's all
mm,
we think about. Like people who were friends might not be friends no more. On how people view the situation. Like it got black. Like with all the shit that black people got going on, like this shit got black people in the chokehold. Like,
mm-hmm,
like the shit. Sometimes I get so mad at the thought processes that we
mm-hmm.
go through. Like fucking Chicken C can have a chicken sandwich on sale for 2 days, and we'll have a line like fucking some Jordans that ain't got but 100 pair is on sale. Like sometimes that shit irk the shit out me, and like part of the reason I don't know enough about this Puffy case is I truly don't give a fuck. Like it's a generation of kids coming up that need me to care. So I can't care. Like I don't have the brain capacity to give a fuck about them people with they rich people problems and they rich people lives, bro. And for black
Man, the
people
camera
to
keeps switching
literally
to me.
let that like it's people who get up it's people who reading every comment on every video who like you feel what I'm saying? Like and
Mm-hmm.
don't get it wrong. You know I'm a sports nigga. Man, that don't none of this shit dominate my world like that. You feel what I'm saying? But like some of this shit, like cause now that this over, it's gonna be something else. And we just gonna stop as a people to get caught up in some shit that honestly really like did we really give a fuck that OJ killed that white lady, whether he did or he didn't? But the whole world stopped for that shit. And I think that's crazy. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, it's all on the power of the people who it is. Let me get to some little advertisement for let me see who joins been sent in. Oop, going to the wrong thing. Um boom, boom, boom. Oh, but let me do this one first. Yeah, so like I said, I went and got a massage today. New person I met, her name CC. She's the owner of Hand Serenity. She's a medical massage therapist. Ooh, I can't see. Yeah, y'all see the information. The number down there to call to book your appointment, 757, excuse me, 637-0084. She did a good job. I can't even front. She got me there. She did a good job.
You
Hey
got you
yo, that's
right.
hey yo, that's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
I'm loose. I'm
Mike, I
loose.
got a question for you.
Yes,
Come on.
ma'am.
Because what you just said was beyond real, right?
Okay.
Why do you think we choose to be distracted? Because at this point, I think it's a choice. It's a conscious choice to make a decision what you pay attention to. Why do we stay there?
To be part of the in crowd
Mm,
because being not in the in crowd make you a weirdo in black people society. Like if you go against the grain in any way, shape, or form, you're a weirdo. Like like if everybody play the drums and you decide to play the violin, you're a weirdo. Like it's what it is somehow. It's what it is somehow with our people. And
mm-hmm,
when like people don't want to feel like they not in the crowd, and because everybody talking about it, people feel compelled, especially with social media now, where everywhere you turn you gonna see something about it. Like people feel like, well, if I'm at work, everybody on the line talking about this conversation, I have to pay attention to it in order to be part of the in crowd. And when you say to that in crowd, man, I ain't paying attention to that stupid ass shit, they look at you like a weirdo.
mm,
So people get caught up. Like, and I'm talking like I didn't just adopt it. Like I've been like this my whole life. Like, man, I don't be knowing what celebrities married to what celebrities. None of that. Like, I don't give a fuck about them people. Like, they don't impact my immediate life. So, like, while you might entertain me, whether you hooping or singing or whatever, that's cool. But I ain't gonna lose no sleep about T.I. going to prison for having all the guns, whether he my favorite rapper or not. I ain't
mm.
gonna lose no sleep. That nigga knew he wasn't supposed to have all them goddamn guns. He got caught with them. He going to prison. And that's just gonna be the end of it for me.
How do we change that? Like that's what I struggle with. Is like how to. That's what makes me very upset. Like
Oh,
because I
oh,
understand the condition that we are in. Like I really truly understand
You
the
gotta
plight
stay.
of black people.
I think we gotta stay consistent, right, with this social media monster that's created. It also can be used for some good purposes because you got more reach to more you would have, but there's just more negativity. But we got to be consistent, and we got to realize like some people just take a little longer than others. We
we
want them to
gotta
get there. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
we gotta stop making we gotta stop making these people heroes and role models and start making real people like
Come
people.
on,
We gotta make real people the people these
yes.
kids look up to again. Like what desegregation did was make black folks who felt like they had some status feel like they needed to go live amongst white people and we got disconnected that somebody who come from where I come from can be a doctor or a lawyer or a police chief. Like we got disconnected from that. And so we
Mm.
look outside of our community for our role models. And what they see everywhere is the rappers because they got money. Like they make people think that you gotta have all the money, not you gotta have enough money to live comfortably. You gotta have all the money. Like even if you living comfortably, if you ain't got a yacht, you still ain't nobody. But if I don't want a yacht, why I gotta have a yacht? Cause you say I need to have a yacht. Like we
Like
gotta
Flake,
we
like
gotta
Flake
stop.
said, man, he say, because we always conditioned to be followers and not leaders.
Come
Like
on.
Like
Mm.
we have to make we have to
everybody
make
want to follow the newest trend, the newest fad.
like and I fell victim to it. I learned early. Like I didn't understand that my dad was really providing a great life for us as a firefighter. I didn't think he had enough. You feel what I'm saying? Because the world made us think we needed more, but as I got older, like we never wanted for nothing. Like we
Ooh.
literally never wanted for nothing.
Flake,
But
you listen, boy. I don't know if you in the pool pit or what, but you got damn, you preaching right here, boy. And listen, man, I say it all the time. Soon as somebody step out, everybody want to find fault, what they did wrong, what they did. I'm big on this, and I'm still working on it because I catch myself. Soon as somebody do something that whether they wrong, we don't like, or whatever the situation, we quick to bash them instead of just present your facts. Your facts would let the people know they wrong. You don't
listen,
Well,
have
the
to
bro.
talk
thing is
about
that people see facts as a bash, and that's the problem. And like,
true.
I think people, I mean, y'all know what I do. I tell the truth all day, every day, and I don't care who like it or don't like it. I have an obligation to protect my people, and that's what I'm going to do. But people will see that the truth is a bashing or a hating of some sort. I can't hate on you if the state corporate commission is saying that your business and isn't active. Like that's not hate, that's facts.
That's a
And
fact.
so we have a distorted perception of reality.
Now we just move the goalposts depending on who the fuck it is when we wanted to work for who we wanted to work for.
And that part too.
No,
Yep.
you want me to
And
give you
that part too.
you want me to give you the perfect example of that?
Come
And
on with
a
it,
lot of people
Pastor.
about to get mad at me about this. You see how fast we jumped on Puffy as soon as he got accused, but
Mm-hmm.
as soon as they brought up Jay-Z name, because we love that nigga so much, we immediately was like, no, not Hove.
Mm.
We ain't wait for nobody to put out no facts, no nothing. We immediately, because how we felt, like our whole life we felt like this about Diddy. So them telling us this about Diddy don't mean nothing to us because we felt like that anyway, right? We ain't never felt like that about Jay-Z. Some people hold Jay-Z in the highest of the high
Oh
regard.
God. Mm-hmm.
For him to even be accused, we done already made up our mind. So if facts come out saying Jay-Z did this shit, it's people who already saying, oh no, fuck that. Not Hove. Not Hove. Like that's who we are.
Mm.
Like we don't wait for facts. Like my wife will tell you. Like when you tell me one side of the story, the first thing I say is, what's the other side to it?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't making no judgment until I know the whole story. Cause I done been look like as a young person, I done cause I rock with you, you tell me your story. I done been willing to tell your story for you to other people, then find out from people who were really there, your story full of shit and I look goofy.
And why we don't apply the same logic that we use for stars to community? Like why is the rules different?
It shouldn't be. I don't like it,
Thanks.
it,
That's a good
it,
one.
it and maybe it is, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Like I feel like there's a difference between the criminal aspect and the civilian aspect or the law abiding citizen aspect. And I think there may be different codes and ethics, but by the same token, I believe that like if you a law abiding citizen, it is your job to call the police. And even when I was a
And
criminal,
that's not snitching because I ain't in the streets doing no crime.
and even when I was a criminal, as a law-abiding citizen, I won't mad at you for calling the police. That is literally your job. I won't mad at the police for catching me, because that is their job. Like what we do is we have a distorted sense of reality. We try to make like what worked for us what reality is supposed to be. Oh shit, I know selling drugs is illegal, but I'm trying to feed my kids. So while I want you to be the police to other people, when you see me doing it, leave me alone. That's
Mm-hmm.
wait.
Come on. Come on. And you hear that a lot of times because you we'll have things that happen in our community. And because of who it is, once they get locked up, we got the free Ray Ray shirts on or whatever the case may be. But the reality is that grandma and the children couldn't be outside because Ray Ray was outside. And so what is it that we are so, fixated on making sure that the people that are ravaging our communities, which let's be clear, I was one of them, are free. What do we get from that?
I think people think they're gonna be safe if they're a part of the problem rather than being a part of the solution.
I can go for that too.
Here's
I also
um.
think that they
Go ahead.
people at not just community wise, but people everywhere, they celebrate criminal activities. You think about like the TV shows. All the top TV shows is has criminal
That
activity.
black people watch. That black people watch. I'll say it. You ain't got to say it. People don't like what I say anyway. All
Come
the
on, Mike.
black people watch. That black like But my bad. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Criminal or gay, and I'm sick of. But go ahead.
Go ahead, I'm listening to you.
Listen,
But
listen.
listen, I say
Like
this.
we
I was
hear.
gonna say. Let me say this real quick, Mike. And I forgot what you asked, but listen, y'all got so much shit I want to say something too. But you gotta remember this. You gotta remember this part too, though. A lot of people was no badges until they jumped into the in crowd. Like if you go back and check people resumes and whatever you want to call it when they was in school and they was doing this, they was no badge. So when they jumped off the porch, they got a part of the in crowd. They've been somebody the same way people join gangs because they want to be a part of something. The same way people join fraternities. The same way. So you gonna look for some type of crowd you could get in to be accepted, and most people go to the wrong shit because the wrong shit, like you said, whether it's because shit, man, the quote unquote bad boys, that's what the girls like. So most dudes gonna go for that type of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the good guys gonna get finished last. They ain't looking at them good guys until they washed up and they done ran through and don't nobody want dance no more. They want to come back and be with them squares.
Now you want Mr. Green.
Yeah, no, that same square you ain't want back then.
Hold on. Okay. So it's a lot of stuff to grasp in what was just said.
Yeah.
To touch on what Rob just said, one of the goofiest periods in womanhood for black people to me was that stupid ass song by Mary J. Blige, I Love My Mr. Wrong. Cause while you loving your Mr. Wrong, Mr. Right been trying to love you the right way for fucking 15 years, but you look at him as not exciting. And that's fucking goofy. While
But look, Mike, you remember the song that say, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right? It go further back.
While you out here saying all men ain't shit, but the only man that you want is Mr. Wrong. Kill your Rum Diddy slogan, goddammit.
Listen, man, I seen a joint today where the dude said the girl was saying what you said on the podcast, and she was like, "Oh man, ain't shit." He was like, "Stop saying that dumb shit." Because first of all, ain't nobody tell you to try all men. So what the fuck? I said, "Oh shit, he cooked that."
and how old is she?
Man, I couldn't even remember. I looked at that joint. I watched it like 5 times. It was dying laughing.
One of the things that I be finding goofy.
Easy, what's up, baby?
Like
my bad. Flake said a couple of joints. Let me.
When he was just talking about like what we watch, like you look at people share, you share videos of 7 people jumping on one person, and like what the fuck? or you share videos where it's kids outside and it's 9 fights going on at one time.
Yes.
And instead of somebody trying to be an adult,
Break it up.
people just pull their goddamn phones out.
Phones out.
But nobody like drama. Like everybody swear up and down they don't like drama.
Yes.
But everything that they affiliate themselves with is
Drama.
drama filled.
That part.
I have come to the
That part.
conclusion is that you don't want to be in drama because you're scared to get punched in the face. Like that's
So you gonna highlight everybody else's.
because you can't tell me you don't like drama because everything you watch is drama. Everything you talk about is drama. You'll wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and gossip about the people at work to on your day off. Like, what the fuck you mean you don't like drama? Nah, you just don't want people to know you in it because you don't want to get punched on. That's my opinion to like.
And it's so
That's
my ex,
true.
one of my viewers, and she won't get on. She texts, and I'm trying to ask her what she means, but I'm gonna go over this. She texts talk about the BBLs. So let me ask y'all: we got 2 women on. Well, Josh, it ain't no fair because me and you just had this conversation probably last week. Like, let me ask the men too. I don't even know how I want to start it, but
That's how you know
who do you yeah? Because I got two different ways I want to say it, but so who do y'all think, or why do you think women get BBLs? Let me say it that way.
So I'm gonna say this. Women want to be attractive. They want a male's attention. It's natural, right? And so when we saw what was being portrayed in the videos, women wanted to look like the women in the videos because they believed that that was what men wanted. They didn't think that there was a whole different type of man out there. They're looking at these videos thinking that this represents all men and what all men want. And so they went and started to do these, all of these surgeries in an attempt to be appeasing to a man. When you were already appeasing, you just weren't paying attention. And so, and I'm a big girl. I am a big girl, baby. I ain't never had no problems, no L or no nut. You know what I'm saying? Like, never had no problems. And so, if you are really trying to get a man, and you got to, modify your body, then what does your mind bring?
Nothing. No, okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, because if that's all you got, like, what? If that's all you got, baby, you still short.
Because I don't stand for every woman to get it though. Like for me, it's I'm all for it when it's necessary. Like you one of the people who had nothing and you feel insecure about yourself, and it's because I feel like it's all for self. I don't think that it's so much so about the men. It is about the men, but it's about the female. It's about her being insecure about herself. Not accepting who she is and knowing that there's somebody for everybody. You know what I mean? Like it's not really necessary. But like for the ones who get the surgeries and like a one that don't have boobs that need it, they're just like, I feel like I look like a boy. Okay, cool. That makes sense for me. I'm not gonna trip about that. And then the ones that have absolutely no type of shape at all, if you want to do a little, so okay, cool. But it's that one to look like everybody else thing for me. Like why?
Listen, man,
Like why? There's nothing unique about you looking like the chick next to you. It's nothing unique about that. That you're not one of a kind no more. You know what I'm saying? You're not uniquely you. Like, so why do that to yourself? Like to me, it's like a self-esteem thing. It's a self-esteem, just not being comfortable in their own skin.
So when you talk about like the women that are doing it because they're, they have a low self-esteem or they don't like how they look. And so I'm doing this for me, right? But when you look at the potential effect, long-term effects that it has that may make it even worse.
Can y'all hear me?
And what are you using to weigh, or is it you just like, I'm willing to take that chance and I just need 5 minutes of satisfaction and look like I want to look for 5 minutes. Because they got bras, they got the pad that'll make you look like you got something. They got the butt things that you can get where you're not gonna hurt yourself. And you can still look like you want to look like I mean, if you're a size 22, you're not gonna look like a 2. But
Right.
to stay safe, like, because a
I
lot
just
of
don't
people are
think.
dying under the knife. They're not putting out these numbers about all these people that are not only dying but have sepsis,
Yep.
all these other infections and
Yep.
stuff like that. They are getting,
Dysmorphia, their body shape crazy
yeah.
now. Yeah, yeah.
So
Memory
I think
foam
that
ain't supposed to go
temporary.
in your ass. That's why.
what?
Stop putting that memory foam in their ass. They'll be all right. That's
So listen,
Oh,
when
oh, let me say this before you start, man. I wanted to say this. This is the main thing that I feel. And Flake hit it right on the head how I feel. They do it to be in competition with other women. You know what I'm
right,
saying? They, whether it's what they feel or whatever, it boils down to they competing to how that other woman look. So that's what they want to look like, whether it's from
right.
the video.
To be in competition, I need to be in your space. And so, who space you in that much that you competing with somebody that you don't? I don't. How that
no,
work?
no, no, no.
It's in the head. It's
Yeah,
up in the head.
Okay,
something ain't right.
It's in
so
the
here's
head.
so here's the reality, right? So when a dude walk in a room full of strangers, strange dudes, he sized them dudes up. Whether he
Mhm.
say he is or not, he look in that room and know who he'll knock the fuck out right now. Like who will be the problem? Like that is a real thing, right? Like women kind of the same when it comes to their bodies and their looks. And a lot of times what happened with a woman is different is this. Like that woman interested in a dude and that dude like another chick who look a certain way. And for whatever reason, she equate how shorty look to that being the reason why dude like her.
Hmm.
And so
That
insecurity
has nothing
play
to do with it.
is insecurity play where she really be like, I might need to look like this to get the dudes I want.
Exactly.
Like,
But the dude, what you gonna get? Like we spoke on this before. I'm gonna say it from the other aspect. If you ask 100 men, they gonna go with the natural look, what they want for a relationship in a woman. Now, if you ask them who they want to smash real quick, they probably gonna go for the BBL because of
I'm
that
gonna
look.
say this though, Rob.
Come on with it.
I keep hearing that, but y'all don't want no woman who ain't got no edges, who hair not. That's a
no,
lie.
no, 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 no.
I listen. It's a thing about being comfortable in your own skin that make you look that much better. But if you don't got no edges in your hair nappy and you feel like you look like shit, that puts off a whole different energy and perspective. But if you
Yeah,
come
because that's
outside
what you've been
like them
saying. That's what's
girls,
been said. That's what's been said. Like people be like, embrace your natural hair. Why you getting relaxers? Why you getting this and that? Because y'all talked about it forever.
I was about
Like
to say
it was.
something about that.
bro,
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say something about that too, because like a lot of that stems from childhood too. Like
Yeah.
what's being said to you as a child affects you as an adult. So now you go from a child where everybody pick, but you don't know how deep that picking goes with a person, right? So now we're adolescent. Now we starting our bodies developing, right? But my body developing a little slower than hers. Right. So I notice it and I notice the attention that she's getting. And I also notice how people still might be picking on me. So now I'm sitting there like, well, maybe if I had this, so now I'm gonna go and do something different to my head and see if I get a reaction. Or that ain't working either. So now I'm getting a little older. Well, I know I'm gonna have it in my mind when I get older. I'm gonna get me some boobs, or whatever, because when such and such had them James, she seemed to have no problem getting
Yeah.
the person that she like. So I mean, some of it's superficial. Some of it they just doing it just because they see other people doing it. They want to be a part of like they want to be a celebrity or whatever the case may be. Some of it's because they really they really feel like they're less than, and some of it just because of self-esteem. It's like
I know nobody wanted the fat girl in school,
No,
and that was the fact. That was the fact. And you can be pretty. They will always say you
you look good
pretty
for a big
for a
girl.
big girl.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
But listen,
what
let me
we
say
can't
this
do
part.
is act like that won't what it was.
let's
Now they checking for you now, but that was
That
what it
because listen,
was.
you gotta look like this. Here's a couple things, like you saying, what was being portrayed to them, what was doing this. But check this. I may be wrong for saying this because we just being honest. They didn't like the big girls when they was young until they started humping. Till that big girl started getting up that Aquafina, and then the whole story changed. Then you know what I'm saying. Now once they started humping, what was it? Everybody creeping over the big girl house.
Yeah,
Everybody
creeping, but that was the opposite one. Creeping. They would not let nobody know. That big girl still had. I'm glad I'm on screwing back then, but that was real. That big girl had to be the hidden one. Listen.
Here's the difference. It was the ones that didn't have confidence, because I knew some big girls in school that had confidence, that had them Jews, that had them dudes. And I was gonna say this before we went to the big girls. It ain't because we all know some girls in the hood, whether they was flat chested, no ass, naughty hair, that felt like they was the shit, and you couldn't tell them nothing, and they was pulling dudes. It's about the confidence. That confidence. And you be like,
it still didn't. It's still, and see, here go the other part. It's still, even though all of that is what it was, it doesn't negate the experience that person went through. And you know, I know for a fact, because I heard it, even though it was guys that had liked me, I still was told, especially by the older ones, that was like, yeah, you cute, you know what I'm saying, but you cute for a big girl. And then they, when they try to holler, whatever, I never bit, because I ain't had no respect for that.
Let me say this. Let me say this about the BBL, because I think it's a part that we miss, right? And it's huge. Like a girl these days can spend $10,000.
So what up, bro?
A girl these days can spend $10,000 on her ass and become a millionaire. Like, the way the porn industry is at the tip of your fingers now, and everybody can sell themselves.
Instagram models and all that shit.
Like some of them ain't doing it necessarily to
You're right.
But Joe said that first. Joe said for the content. That's what Joe said.
To get dudes money. Like,
yeah,
there is a long line of dudes who, for whatever reason, or pay whatever OnlyFans or whatever these sites have, that need to be paid, because like you see stories on some of these joints where, like, she was a preacher and then she made $100,000 in 4 months selling her goddamn nudity on the internet. And like, it's kind of hard to be a deterrent to that, when, whether you think it's right or wrong, somebody can end generational curses.
That's right. Come on.
Like, I don't agree with it, but
hey, listen. It's hard to
look at somebody and say.
So which one you gonna look at worse? The girl selling the pictures of her ass or the BBLs, or the one selling the cat? You know what I'm saying?
I am a promoter of sex work. I think that sex work should be legal.
You want my honest opinion on that, bro?
They doing it anyway. Come on. I
don't give a fuck. Like,
so you been trying to start me up. You know how, but I ain't gonna say that. Especially they don't know how Rob talk for real.
Especially today, girls act like it don't mean nothing to them. They could just fucking hump, and it don't mean nothing, and it don't do nothing to them, and it shouldn't mean nothing. But I personally have a respect for somebody who can do something like that with their body for money. Like, cause the human being I am, I can't have sex with you if I don't like you. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that.
That's real.
My body, like, I can't have sex with you if I don't like you. So, like, I gotta have a respect for a person who can, like, maybe transcend their body. And, like, man, like, they say it's the oldest goddamn it profession in the history of man.
Better.
I believe that if you can be clean and shit, if that's your way of doing shit, like I'm a firm believer in you only like as an adult, you only wrong if you feel like you doing something wrong, bro.
Come on.
If you gotta hide it, or you ashamed of,
Or
if
or
you're
you break
ashamed of what you're doing, then don't
like
do it.
if you somebody who's standing on what you standing on, like, and at the end of the day, you can look you in the mirror.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
can really say like whether I agree with what you do or not. Like if we have a conversation, I might tell you I don't agree with it, but I ain't gonna try to stop you either.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like
That's right.
Yeah,
And,
and I
and
can
that
tell.
and that and that's that freedom. That's that freedom, Mike, because a lot of people are participants in their own involuntary servitude, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we can be as free as we can be if we let go of a lot of the things that we subscribe to. Um, and it holds us back when you talk about like people wanting to be in the in crowd, and you don't feel right, but you doing it because you want to be a part of this in crowd. That's bondage. That's voluntary servitude. I just what I want for folks is for them to be able to be free. You know what
like
I'm saying? Like I really want that so bad for people. Um, because for one, white folks been doing it for a long time. One thing Trump taught us is that you can do whatever the hell you want to do. And I
Mm.
was hoping that our black officials took advantage of their their official offices and do what you need to do and stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Like really stand on that. So many times I done heard so many, I can't do that because the party hasn't agreed. No, no. If that is what you feel is right, do that. Do
Hmm.
that. Everybody ain't gotta agree. You do that and you stand on that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best feeling ever. Oh
like
my God, it's the best feeling ever.
I just like Rob, we grew up listening to Rook say for so many Sundays in a row, like don't be a hypocrite. Like
Mm-hmm,
it's
mm-hmm,
it's
mm-hmm,
a lot of my life is shaped around that. Like I done some shit I know people might not agree with, but I have my reasons.
mm-hmm,
I have to in turn say that if people doing shit I don't agree with, they have to have their reasons, right?
mm-hmm,
Like you
mm-hmm,
feel what I'm saying? Or you being like I'm not that dude who if 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 one of these people gonna be unalive in this situation, my homeboy or his op, and his op win, while I might be hurt that my homeboy gone, I ain't mad at I ain't necessarily mad at his op, because somebody won't gonna be here today.
mm-hmm.
And if my homeboy lost, I gotta accept that. Or I'm a hypocrite in the world I live in.
Yep,
You feel
yep,
what I'm saying? So
yep.
I just say, don't put yourself in a position where your homeboy gonna be in a standoff with his op. Cause I don't want to have to choose that. Like
Mm-hmm,
a lot of people, a lot of people be hypocrites. Like they don't like the police till they
Till
house
they
get
till
broke
they need it. Till they
They
need it.
house get broke
that
into,
part.
and now it's y'all better do y'all motherfucking job. But when he pull you over for doing 80 and a 25, he's supposed to leave you alone. He was profiling you. That type.
Hmm.
Like I don't
Yeah,
subscribe to
profiling
that.
you for the assholes you are. That's what he doing.
like
Fuck out of here,
I
man.
don't
People crazy.
subscribe to like that.
Well, let me drop this in here. I got a couple more things to drop. Boom. Yeah, dang, I'm forgetting about myself. Yeah, car wash. Y'all know what time it is. We're back to that time of the year. We're raising money for the couple kids need registration, uniforms, and team needs. So not this Saturday,
Well,
next
we
Saturday.
got one. We got one kid. We do one kid every year, so we want that. And that's another thing. Like, I'm gonna go and say it. I'm gonna interrupt because that's what I'm gonna do right now. These babies, And we know we got some trifling parents out there, but I want to talk about these babies. We got coaches out here that are serving a greater purpose than teaching these children how to play a sport. And we're not supporting our coaches like we supposed to. We're not supporting these kids. There should be no children that don't have the registration fee. All the people that we got in our community that got money, that's this, that, and the third, and stuff like. There's no excuse for these children not to have what they need to have. It's no excuse that Rob and the coaches and all the other coaches got to ask 4,000 times for people to donate $5 for the raffle. It's absolutely no excuse for what I see year in year out. And I don't like to use the word poor, but I'm gonna tell you that.
Can I piggyback that? Can I piggyback that?
Go ahead.
I ain't talking about my listeners. You know I love y'all, right? But pass this word on to them, cause y'all gonna be the same people who ain't gonna support them kids now, and then be mad if they don't want to give back to the community that ain't give to them.
Come on.
Talk about it. Like, we always talking about the ones who make it out, like what they don't do for the community. What did the community do for them?
Thank you. And you don't gotta have a child that play on the team.
Exactly.
Like, what? Absolutely not.
I ain't talking to the parents. I'm talking to the community. Like, there was a time when Black people was a real community, and kids outside just got change from people to go to the store so they didn't have to steal.
Mm-hmm.
Kids who wanted to do something, the community found a way to make it so them kids could do stuff positive.
Mm-hmm.
We're not y'all to support these kids.
My bad. Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
We asking y'all to support these kids trying to do something positive, to learn the game, to stop putting the pressure on all the people. Because here's the reality. When them kids want to give back to these coaches who poured into them, y'all gonna be saying, man, what he only doing it for them kids to give them something. And that ain't what it is. That person was genuine from their heart.
Listen.
And paid into that kid.
Y'all gotta be a special brand, because ain't nobody dealing with nobody children because they hoping they get some recognition later. That job too hard for that. People that lost their man. It's a million other things y'all could have been doing besides dealing with 400 personalities of children and mamas and their daddies and the bureaucracy that come with the coaching setup and all that other kind of stuff. Like, I'm gonna say this because as a single mother who had to raise sons, I needed men that was gonna help me, right? I needed men that was going to help me make sure that my son didn't get caught up. It was coaches. It was security guard. Calvin will tell you. I'd be like, I'd be like, watch my son. Don't let him get into nothing. And if you see him, jack his ass up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I beg, and I didn't even have to beg, but I would have. And these coaches do it willingly, and they want the best for your child. Like, they want the best for your child. And so why are we not supporting these people? Like, why they gotta ask 300 times? And they got, if you don't have the money, they got the fundraisers. Parents do the doggone fundraisers. It's just no excuse. And when I see us talking about, these kids off the chain and they getting where they wouldn't have time to get guns if they at practice. And I'm gonna tell you this. They ain't playing with these children. We got a case right now with a 10-year-old that found a gun in Newport News. Found a gun. He ended up getting caught with the gun. The police charged him, and his attorney went to got a psychiatrist to see if he could stand trial. He could not stand trial. He was incompetent. Of course, he's 10. You know what the judge said? The judge was so mad. Black judge, downtown Newport News. He said, okay, well, since we can't make him competent, I'm going to call CPS and make sure that he is removed from his parents. Now, he found the gun when he was with his mama. He went and stayed with the daddy. The boy's thriving. He's doing extremely well. Why? Would we take him from his father? Why are we so fixated on making sure that this 10-year-old can stand trial? But guess what? If the 10-year-old could have had the opportunity and the structure, and this is what I'm talking about when parents fail, that why the community is so important, because all the parents ain't gonna be good. We know this. And so we got to be in position to be able to see that and not condemn the parents, but just do what we got to do and be like, come on, I'm gonna put you in the football, and I'm gonna tell you, mama, I got little Ray from 6 to 9. He gonna go over here. I'm gonna make sure he fed, and I'm gonna bring back whatever the case may be. He wouldn't have been in a position to find that gun and get himself in this situation that he don't even know what he in. And it's a black judge, and I'm gonna say his name, Sean Overby. He should be ashamed of himself what he's doing. But this is the reality. And this is why I'm so hard on us, because they don't care. They are not, the system just don't care. It never has. The government ain't never saved us. I don't know why we keep playing these games thinking they're coming in with the cavalry to save us. They're not, and it's not their job. We got to save ourselves. And you want to keep playing with these people. Everybody that was involved made sure that this boy was in court to for this charge, possession of a firearm. Why is a 10-year-old with a possession of a firearm charge? Where's the community at? It should be community outpour about this as well. Outrage about this as well. And so this is why this stuff is important. This is why the right people got to also be in office, because a lot of these people just want to gallivant and be a part of the thing too. But they ain't interested, because they not doing their due diligence to find out situations as well. Like, why y'all at the city level ain't at the General Assembly? Why y'all ain't finding out what laws impact us on for the state on the local? Like, nobody knew that the state was, just this past General Assembly session, a bill was brought forth to make sure that children under 11 could not be charged with a felony, right? 11. 11-year-olds should not be charged with a felony. But that was the compromise in order for them not to go after children that were younger, because the youngest child was 6 that was charged with the felony. It didn't pass. And so now any child, as it was before, can be charged with a felony. Why the school board ain't talking about this? Y'all, Newport got a black school board. We know who the system is coming for. Our black children. They done got the black men. They done got the black mama. Now they're coming for the black child. What in the world? What in the world?
6 years old, man. It's fucking crazy.
6.
That child don't know nothing. Man.
He can barely write a paragraph properly. Matter of fact, he ain't even at the paragraph. He's still writing his name. That's first grade.
Yeah, but man, people gonna want to come get me, but you know what? But like, they started with an agenda where your 6-year-old could say, I'm not a boy no more. I want to be a girl. So what is the limitation on that? Like you think about what I'm saying. You saying at like a kid got to be 20.
He don't even know what the fuck he talking about.
You saying a human got to be 21 to know they want to buy tobacco.
But at 5, he can tell you he a girl.
I can tell you I don't want my penis no more.
But there's no age for slavery.
Like,
that makes sense.
It is and you gotta watch. Medea say you gotta watch. You gotta watch. Right. And that's how the setup will come and say, well, yeah, they can't consent. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. How you gonna make them eligible to consent for some things and some other things they can't consent from? They can't get no credit cards.
Make it make sense.
Come on, that's all I'm saying. Listen, I get in the car if you can prove to me you can drive.
make it make sense that you can't consent to have sex, but you can consent to change your sex.
You ain't even went through everything yet.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like you are changing, you are growing, you are developing.
Say your nuts ain't even dropped yet. Like
yo, the world.
And then here goes the part when it comes to parental protection, right? When that child is able to make that decision and then go changes, and then when he gets older, be like, why did I do that? And then he coming back for his parents, like, why didn't you protect me? Why did you let me do that? You knew, you should have known better to protect me from myself at that age. And now he mad at his parents because the parents failed to protect. And rightfully so.
Listen, man, that choice should be like you say. If you came back tobacco to you 21, bro, then that got to be above that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, how
like it's.
But we got these type of people that's pushing these agendas and these laws on the kids.
No, and the sad.
Go ahead, Mike. You was about to say something.
And no, the sad part is they act like it's not an agenda. Like, man, when I look at the TV, it's so much. Like, if you watch commercials now, and it's gonna sound crazy, but you're gonna start noticing it now that I'm saying something. If you watch commercials now, every commercial is, when it's a family, it's either a white dude with a black girl or a black dude who look like he could possibly be gay. Like all the dudes look like they like unisex or whatever the fuck that word is. But like when they do commercials, like they literally are a race of masculinity, bro. Like that shit is crazy. Like that shit is crazy. Like dude will have curly hair and a button up, like it looked like it took him 2 hours to get dressed. You know what I mean? Like, but he's sitting in his living room. Like, what the fuck? Like, I know that shit sound crazy, bro. But like,
and I'm just saying this, you know what I'm saying? Because I have stepchildren that are LGBTQIA plus 1, 2, 3. And I do whatever you want to do, right? You got the right to do whatever you want to do. But when it falls outside of you and it started spilling on everything else, And let me tell you this, my sister, she's no longer with us. She was gay, right? And she said to me, she said, I'm old gay. I ain't with all this extra. I'm not twirling, I'm not rainbowing, I'm not none of that. And I had an uncle that was the same way. And so like, and I asked her, I said, so do you feel like you being pushed? And so she was like, I feel like I'm being forced into assimilated into this new ideology of whatever this thing is. And she said she's not with it. And she was gay. You got to echo. You don't have to go in the other room. So like,
so
they're not even respecting the folks that are in the community. That's like, look, y'all doing too much.
So my thing, like I have room to say, like whatever you want to do is whatever you want to do. But here's the reality. Like, why should your identity be based around who you want to have sex with? I don't want to have sex with you. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, if you a good person, you a good person.
That's it.
You shouldn't lead to me with your sexual identity. Like, your sexual identity don't make you a person.
Yeah.
And why do I need to know what it is? Like, why do I need to know what you want to what you want to be with or don't want to be with? I don't desire to know that.
Man, I had a train of thought. I had something I'll say before I welcome the other caller to the stage. Dang, I forgot what it was about to say.
And like,
well, y'all welcome Edwan to the stage. I think I said it right. That drink's so little I can't see. Oh yeah, I got it right. What's going on, brother?
What up?
Just listening in.
Yeah.
And like it ain't like, again, man, like, do you like whatever you do in your house, I could care less. The moment like I gotta identify you by what you do, the moment I have to be affected by what you do, then I have a problem.
See, here's one of the biggest things I have, right? Because they'll get on, and I say they because we're talking about all that. I don't know how you identified the LGP plus 1 3 minus math equations
You
and
get
all
that
that you
right.
said. But
You get that
listen,
right. It's better to acknowledge in third person or by name. So you got it.
listen. So my thing is they quick to say, I got the right to be what I want to be. I got the right to choose this, and I got the right to do what I want. You're right. And I got the right to accept what I want to accept and right to not like what I don't like. The same way you got your right, I got
No,
mine. But
no.
I'm supposed to respect yours, but you can't respect mine. And I don't disrespect you. I'm just saying, not me, I'm just saying another person. If they just be like, that's cool, that's your world, I just ain't got nothing to do with that. Oh, you can't deal with that. Why are you trying to force somebody to accept you or be with you? You know what I'm saying? If you're doing you, just notice everything is not for everybody. So if they don't fuck with you or fuck with it, just keep going. You
And
can't force nobody to
and
deal with it.
and I hate the term homophobic. I ain't scared of them people. I beat them people to fuck up. What the fuck? I'm not homophobic. I just like your lifestyle is your lifestyle. And it like my homeboys gonna watch this and laugh their ass off because this is a true story. Like I shouldn't have to walk in fucking Walmart and see a nigga that's 6'4" with yellow and purple hair going, "Hi, welcome to Walmart." Like I shouldn't have to deal with that shit. Like you don't have to be that to be homosexual. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like that's fucking crazy. Like you got like oh I don't know.
I think that was because when we grew up, and what we saw back then is different than what we're seeing now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't back then. The word was flamboyant.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so we didn't see it, and so now it's like a part of their identity or whatever it is that they that they want to do. And I hate having to say they, because for me, as a human rights activist, I just want everybody to be safe. You know what I'm saying? They don't have nothing to do. I don't want you to be safe because you are a this or that. You deserve to be safe because you can
Really?
breathe.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody
Like,
should be putting their hands on
yeah,
you.
that's it.
Like
That's
that.
all. And even that is a problem, because they're like, well, certain people are getting hurt, and I'm like, everybody is getting hurt. And so if we just stop hurting people, then we can eliminate people getting hurt, right? It's real simple. When we add all these layers, it just makes the work more complicated.
Oh, I got something I want to say too. Let me go to this real quick. While we speaking on this, and I always say this, while we speaking on the Transformer situation, right? I'm gonna say this.
I just
think, listen, we always talking about laws, crimes, and different shit. I think it should be a crime if you're a Transformer and you go sleep with a straight man and you don't tell him, you should get a charge.
Most
There should
certainly
be some type of law, because
Most
now
certainly.
when that man found out, you tricked that man. That's like robbery or whatever. You done robbed me. You done robbed that man of his manhood or whatever. If that's so, that's robbery. You done tricked that man. It should be some type of charge. But
So
they don't want to address that
this is the thing with that. So this is the thing with that, because and I brought this up on the legislative side, because people have a right to self-determination of themselves. If they are saying that that's what they are, that is what they are. And so there is no what they were or not. It's just what they are right now. And I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because here goes the thing. People with HIV or AIDS have to tell. It's the law. You have to tell that you have this. If you don't, and the person finds out that you slept with them and didn't tell them, that's a crime. And so what makes it any different than what we're talking about now? You are taking away somebody's ability to consent to do. It's a theft. It is a larceny. You should not be able to do that. And they're saying, well, it's not, because they are who they say they are. And so I'm, it was uphill battle. Of course, I lost that one. And it's not right. And in the pursuit of safety, if we want to be real about these conversations, that is another part of safety, because if you do that to somebody, especially a man, and he feel like he has lost his manhood, and then he goes off the deep end and go murk you, it's not because they were homophobic. You took something from them. That's a rape. That is a rape.
And you can't get it back.
No. No. You put your go ahead. You in the show?
So
tell him I seen it. Yeah, listen, just I seen he raised his hand. Just you could have just said I got something to say.
Not the raising of the hand.
Yeah. Just go ahead and say something. Go ahead, come on with
we can't hear you.
Number one, the biggest thing for me is, how can you be stealing someone's manhood in a society where feminism is recognized and patriarchy is demonized?
Manhood is recognized. It most certainly is recognized.
I heard someone, I couldn't catch it all.
Cause you gotta come in on your phone, because you need to say that so we can have this conversation. And I'm gonna put this out there. So Edwan is my vice president, y'all, and Edwan is a part of the LGBTQIA plus 123 community, and he is who I talk to about a lot of things, because I just I'm 46. I just it was a lot of stuff to learn. It was shit I didn't want to learn. I didn't feel like I needed to learn it. And so
you do.
Yeah,
because
what I'm talking about as far as learning, when you say that identify me as they, when I went to school, they required either it was talking about somebody in a singular, or it required them to be more than one person. You know what I'm saying? They it was plural. And so what I'm not fitting to do is you tell me everything I learned through them 1 through 12 won't write, because some of them days I ain't even feel like going to school, and you about to tell me I ain't have to go because now you exist. No. What I learned is going to be what it's going to be, because that's what I learned, and it was torture going to school every day. I'm not changing that. And then it's a new word, so it's like Zen and Pan, and it's new stuff that I don't have the time to keep up with it. It just is what it is. I said what I said. I want everybody to be safe. That's it. That's all. I'm not learning nothing else. I got to save folks. I don't have time for, to be figuring out what all the other orientations and genders that, they got the people that it's I forgot the name of the people, but they believe that they can be seasons. So they identify as winter, spring, and fall. Okay. And this is what this thing ends up turning into. You can be whatever it is you want to be. Well, I want to be rich. When I write this check, you better not talk to me about it bouncing. I ain't got it.
Or they keep saying all this stuff, you can be what you want to be. But if I go put down on that job application, I'm Caucasian, all hell gonna break loose. You know what I'm saying?
If we lie to the police and if we tell the police, if I say I'm a man, that's a charge because I lied. Mm-hmm. If I want to be Michael Jackson and I'm a male, identify as a male, and I tell a police officer that is a charge.
So I'm gonna get killed for this one.
Listen, we just getting killed.
But I speak as real as I possibly can. If you come to me and say you identify as, you have two options with me. I can call you by your name, mm-hmm. or I can never talk to you. Your choice. But what's
your name? I ain't gotta call you whatever else.
Because here's the reality to it. I'm not gonna make me uncomfortable for you, and I'm not gonna force you to be uncomfortable for me. And before I'll put myself in a position where one of us have to be uncomfortable, I just never talk to you.
Yeah, but if you calling you by your name, that should matter. Your name should have nothing. If I'm addressing you as a person or as a name, why does your sex matter? You know what I'm saying?
But the moment that ain't enough for you, then we don't talk to each other no more.
That's when it becomes being extra to a degree. Like, I'm talking to you, Johnny. Okay, Johnny, that's your name. whether you girl Johnny or male Johnny, Johnny is your name. You know what I'm saying? So you should be able to be called Johnny. If you change your name to Johnette, and that's your name, that's what it say. Then, you know what I'm saying?
No. Here's what I mean. Like, I'm going to replace every pronoun in everything I speak to you with your name. Like, I'm never going to use any pronoun if I can't use the pronouns that I have learned. Like, you can't make my eye, like, you can't look like a dude and make my eyes call you she. That's going to fuck my brain up. I'm OCD.
Damn, your
I'm
man
not
went
going to
off.
do that. Like, I can't do that. So, my
Edwan, come back, Edwan. I want to hear what you was about to say.
My comeback is using like if you shouldn't be trying to make me uncomfortable either, right? Do that make sense? Like, if we can come to a compromise where neither one of us feel uncomfortable, and
exactly.
If that don't work, then I just won't talk to you.
Go ahead, Edwan. What you was about to say?
I'm off mute now, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So Juan, you were saying about manhood, right? What my question to you was: in a place where feminism is recognized and patriarchy is demonized, how are we actually acknowledging a manhood being taken from someone if we're always demonizing it?
I think that's a question for women because women are the ones who are demonizing it.
I'm about to say, that's because a man is not demonizing the manhood. So that's like not to sound funny. That's like a loaded.
Right.
That's like a loaded trick question. That whatever you say, you know what I mean. You got to ask that to the right person. But
listen, and that wasn't. It was more of a statement than a question, right?
Right.
Because Edwan, listen, here go the crazy part, y'all. So Edwan went through that because Edwan think women are beautiful and this, that, and the third, and he would like let women know that hey, you're attractive, you're nice, and the women of that community went the fuck off and was like toxic masculinity and all this other kind of shit. God forbid you try to open the door for it's just all of this extra. So that's when I stepped in and gave all of them the business because you can't cancel me. But like even the internal fights within the community, which they keep very under wraps, really good. Very, they're very good with that. Men get beat up in that community because they still think women are beautiful and
because
would think that they carry traditional values.
I'm a traditional man. My grandmother raised me that
the very thing. So even being a man in that community, you get demonized for your masculinity. And that's crazy.
So again,
but you talking about a female that's crazy. Those are the same ones. Go ahead, Mike.
Come on, Mike.
But it's to say it plainly, it's America the fucking beautiful. Like this, like the American dream ain't really a dream. America ain't so fucking beautiful.
It's a nightmare.
Like trust and believe. I'm pretty sure if you go to Russia, they've never heard the term toxic masculinity.
That shit is unrealistic.
You feel what I'm saying? Like it is like America get caught on buzzwords, buzz phrases, like buzz talk, and all somebody got to do is make something sound good, and we'll take it and we'll run with it. Somebody prove it to be a fallacy for real.
No, listen. I hate this too. I hate this word too. When a man hold a woman accountable, he got morals or expectations or values or principles, he's sassy. Why? Because he just ain't going for whatever you say. You know what I'm saying? That'd be the craziest shit in the world. Like, what is sassy? Like, come on, man.
No, think about it. If ever and I'm just using sports for a quick second. If everybody like LeBron James, if you say I don't think LeBron James the best player in basketball. It ain't that that's your true opinion. You a hater. It ain't
Yeah.
that you like
Yeah.
somebody else. It's that you hating on LeBron. Like we just live in a world where the negative connotation to everything is first. Period. Like, oh no, not in the world, in a country. Because like, I ain't lived in a whole lot of places, but I see how the men who come over here from other countries move and stuff like I know it's not like that in a lot of other places.
You're
Like,
right.
we just a place that is so determined to make like this shit like we glorify bad shit and good shit is fucked up. And being a man who stand on principles, like that's too much like right, especially in a world where, like you just said, we are glorifying feminism. We want women to be over top of men. So unless you a man with all the money, like you got to be a Donald Trump type asshole to be a man that's respected in this world, kind of a little bit, without them throwing all these different type of labels and type of shit on you, where you really just don't care what the fuck people say about you.
Well, my thing is in that respect too, because again, I was raised very traditionally in a Catholic Hispanic household with my grandmother, and I actually that is my stronghold of nurturing for me growing up. And I it kind of blows my mind because from the very beginning, my grandmother always taught us, at least the boys, how to treat a woman, how to go about carrying on courtship, how to carry forth the duties and responsibilities of being a man. And what first and foremost was just protection and provision, and it's almost as like it's a catch-22 because I think about my generation and the generation after mine, especially, and a little bit of the generation before mine. A lot of us grew up in fatherless homes, and so a lot of what was required for us to have that discipline that we required,
Structure.
the structure and the logical understanding of accepting of the facts and how things are, wasn't always present. And even if it was in some way, shape, form, or fashion present, a lot of times it was kind of like how my mom did with with her boyfriends that were my quote unquote stepdads or whatever. Like, you wouldn't allow him to be the man of the house because he couldn't tell me to do something, and you could just let that be the last word.
Facts.
I say this though, man, and this one, y'all keep talking about cancel and everything else. This one gonna sting a little bit, but it's true. If you pay attention, like everything we saying, when you see women today, they always can tell you, demand you, what a real man is, what a real man this, what a real man supposed to do, a real man
How do
this.
you even know?
Listen, here's the biggest problem. They so worried about trying to tell a man what a real man is, they forgot how to be a fucking woman.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I mean? They need to go back to focus on that, because the same way y'all saying what a real man need to do, turn around and check yourself. They move the goalposts forever they want to do. They move that goalpost to fit whatever narrative they push. Like,
I mean, because you just pushing around accountability. All you just push accountability.
oh, that word. That word. They created all these other words we said. They took that word out the dictionary for them. Accountability. They don't know what that means, man. They shit crazy as hell. Woman in accountability, shit.
Like, and I think, like, honestly, that's in our community, like the biggest problem is
Yeah.
the dissension between the family, and it's it's emotional dudes raised by emotional girls who learn how to reason with their emotion, not with their brain.
Yeah.
And it's
So
crazy because they all raising these men that they don't like, but they are raising them to be that way. And here's the crazy thing: this is how you know it's full of shit, because the same shit they saying you supposed to do for a woman, blah, 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 they'll tell their son, don't let a woman do this, that, and the third, because they know that shit ain't right.
let me
So, you know
let
what
me
I'm
say
saying? Don't go for this, don't go for that. But you saying that's what a man's supposed to do. Oh,
I
not
said
your son, though.
I said something about that Mary J. Blige song. Now I'm about to say something about that stupid ass Keisha Cole song.
I'm Jesus.
The song "Can't Raise a Man" got way more to do with your son than it do with who you fucking.
Oh, that's K Michelle. That's not
Yeah, that
Michelle.
lady. Like
Oh,
that
that bitch
song,
crazy. I mean, excuse me, damn. She
that
crazy anyway.
that song got way more to do with your son than it do with the dude you having sexy time with, shorty. We turned that into a song about some dude that you want to be the dude in your life, but you will keep the dude trying to be a daddy to his son out his life because I can be mama and daddy, and no the fuck you can't.
No, you can't. It take two to make them and take two to raise them. Like fuck, like just keep it simple as that. You thinking cause listen, cause you ain't with the daddy, you ain't happy with the daddy. What about the child? You know what I mean? So at some
Now,
point you got to make it about the child. The child needs you for this part of them. The child needs the daddy for this part. Both of y'all together can make the child better.
hey,
You by yourself, dad by himself. You need both the mom and dad. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I would argue that it's statistically notified that single father households are just as equally, if not as equally, successful as a two parent household
Because
because you have the life factors that they're
it's
going through
fact.
with
It's
their father.
facts.
They're
And
landing them in that structure, that logic, that discipline. And with girls, it looks like chastity.
listen,
With
I'm gonna say. Let me say this to end it with because we got to get under this 2 hour minute before it be chopped up all crazy. I'm gonna say this and I say this, and we can always come back to chop on this later. Just like when we play games, every game we play as men, boys, kids, it got some type of winner, loser, solutions, and everything else.
yeah.
Women, their games has no winners, no solutions. That's why they always love to say we can agree to disagree. No, I'm right. You just don't want to have a winner. You don't want to say I won. Agree to disagree is your way of just pushing the shit off. Every game they play, it has no winner. It has no rules.
You know,
Anything. Tell me
some,
what game y'all play as a kid. They got some structure, some rules, a clear cut way to win.
I will say that it's bigger than that, right? I think it's bigger than that because the female mindset, because of how they operate a lot of times, it's a very egalitarian lifestyle. Everybody gets what everybody needs, no matter what's going on, regardless of what's going
Mm-hmm.
on, what have you. With men, if the three of us went literally and was just living together, I went to work today, he went to work today, you ain't go to work today. Who earned their key?
facts.
Yeah.
Me and the man that
Listen,
I left.
and back like we were saying, if we playing the game and we get into a debate about something, and we going hard, we gonna figure out the rules, what we gonna do going forward, and we gonna finish playing to somebody win. When we get into it as a situation, game over.
Yeah,
And sometimes, even in that respect, I hear you on the game, but sometimes it's not a game. No, I'm not
But
trying
it's the
to.
thought, it's the thought
Thought
process like
process.
that.
No, I
That
feel
shit
you.
changes. That shit changes from everything.
I
Damn,
agree.
I just brought
I
back something
agree.
I was gonna say earlier, but dang,
But I
yeah.
mean, with my partner, like if I have a female partner, my goal is not to win a fight with you, right? My goal is for us to acknowledge the solution of fact. That's all I'm trying
ooh,
to do.
ooh, that's why I
That's
don't
it.
argue right there.
Like,
Man, you just put it in the best words ever. That's
we
why I
can
don't
we can we
argue.
can we can
My
talk about the
wife,
problem. We can
my
talk about the
wife watching right
problems,
now, she'll tell you I don't argue when I say that shit all the time. Because
but the
once
reason why
we
we
start
argue,
arguing, it ain't gonna be no solution. We're
the
gonna have to
reason
come
why
back
we're
and do this same
arguing is
conversation over.
the
I ain't doing that goofy ass shit. So
uh,
if we can't talk about it right now, so we working towards a solution, I don't want to talk about it.
right. And the thing at that point becomes is like we're the reason why we end up arguing isn't because we just get into an argument. The arguing is because we keep addressing the problem and the hurt.
Mm,
We keep going into that cycle, but we never take the next two steps of resolution and solution.
Facts.
And every single time we have that argument, it may never get to resolution or solution. Guess what? Now, when we had that conversation again, it's gonna go right back to the same beginning when we was at before.
Is because when we try to communicate, y'all always trying to say we starting an argument. And that's what the problem is that some men don't know how to communicate or don't want to communicate, and they can deflect and use that argument right there because it's so widely spread, and say you're just trying to start an argument when you're just trying to gain clarity and understanding.
The Bible says
Is you trying to gain clarity to understand, or you just looking for one word to rebuttal?
Hold on.
That's what be the case most times.
Wait, the Bible says that a wife or a lover should speak to the king in him. She should be able to crown him and earn his crown. And she should always speak it out of her mouth.
So well, I don't know what book that came from, but what I will say is that I will say this, and I want people to really hear me when I say this. And so you hear about submission a lot, right?
I'm not asking for submission.
No, that's what the argument right there, because folks got to be able to listen. And so this is the was a mandate given.
We got 2 minutes.
It was a mandate given to the man first, and the man is supposed to submit to his wife. They leave that part out. And it also says that when a man findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing. It also says that woman was made for the purpose to be the man's helpmate.
Right.
And so with all of that being said, understanding both of the roles and that the man is also supposed to submit to the woman.
Correct.
If people truly understand what their roles is and how to play them, we will do well. And if we think, like, if I love you and you love me, even if we are having a little spat in the argument, that don't mean I don't love you and that I don't want to come to resolve. The main thing is that I love you. And so arguing ain't gonna ever change that. But when you start to mistreat me, that's something different.
Yeah.
It depends on who you arguing with, because you can say something to some people. You can say the wrong thing to some people one time, and it don't matter how much they love you.
Well, we know we got those, those people. We know we got the ones that a little off or all the way off. But if you got your person,
y'all wait till the end to do all this good ass talking, and I got to cut it up.
If you got your person, it's worth going through that conversation. It's worth getting to the end, because sometimes women take a long time to get out what it is that we trying to say. We just need to know that you're there.
I'm gonna end it with this, and we're gonna wrap it up, man. The whole thing is, ain't no fucking rule book that was right or wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? Some things, like you say, you got to know your role in your relationship and what you got going on. So I got a whole lot I want to say I can't get into. We're going to wrap this up. I thank everybody that called and got on. Thank you, Kirill, Mike, Edwan, and everybody else, Scrap, Just. But like y'all know, I ended every night. May the wind always be at your back and the sun always upon your face. And may the wings of destiny carry your love to dance with the stars. Until next time, keep listening with pleasure. And we'll see y'all. Kirill going live, she said tonight.
I sure am.
So we'll see y'all over there. Peace.
Peace and love, y'all.
Peace.